Hello, space and science enthusiasts. Today, we have some exciting and noteworthy news about NOAA's National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration 2024 hurricane season predictions. Are you ready? Let's get started. According to NOAA's forecasts, the 2024 hurricane season may see above-average activity in the Atlantic Ocean. The analyses predict around 14 to 21 named storms. Of these storms, 7 to 11 are expected to develop into hurricanes, with 3 to 5 potentially becoming major hurricanes of Category 3 or higher. Hurricane season predictions are supported by various meteorological and oceanographic data. For instance, sea surface temperatures are one of the most crucial factors directly affecting hurricane formation in the tropical Atlantic and Caribbean. Analyses for 2024 indicate that sea surface temperatures might run above average. This situation could contribute to increased hurricane activity. The average sea surface temperature, usually around 26.5 degrees Celsius, is expected to rise to 27.5 degrees Celsius in 2024. Another important factor considered in these forecasts is the El Niño and La Niña phenomena. El Niño is characterized by an abnormal increase in sea surface temperatures in the Pacific Ocean, which typically tends to reduce hurricane activity in the Atlantic. However, a strong El Niño is expected to develop in 2024. This can influence hurricane formation through factors like atmospheric wind shear. Wind shear can hinder hurricane development, but this year's warm water conditions might neutralize this effect. NOAA also utilizes historical data and current climate models in their predictions. For instance, the record-breaking 2020 hurricane season ended with 30 named storms, highlighting why NOAA emphasizes caution and preparedness in their 2024 forecasts. Similarly, the intense 2021 hurricane season saw 21 named storms and 7 hurricanes. Advanced modeling techniques and satellite technologies are employed to enhance the accuracy of hurricane forecasts. Satellite data allows for monitoring sea surface temperatures, wind speeds, and atmospheric pressure systems. Additionally, unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs, and sensors on the ocean surface gather detailed information about ocean conditions. This data enables more precise predictions about hurricane formation and development. The impacts of hurricanes are not limited to their meteorological aspects. They also have significant economic and social dimensions. Hurricane Harvey in 2017, for example, caused approximately $25 billion in damages in Houston, Texas alone. Similarly, Hurricane Katrina in 2005 led to massive destruction in New Orleans and surrounding areas, resulting in about like rising sea surface temperatures and the effects of El Niño. Time will tell how this season unfolds. Advancements. Hurricane forecasts are becoming more accurate, allowing us to take life-saving measures. Wishing everyone a safe season. NOAA predicts that this year's hurricane season will be extremely active. Why, you ask? Here are the details. According to NOAA's forecasts, the 2024 hurricane season may see above-average activity in the Atlantic Ocean. They predict around 14 to 21 named storms this year. Of these storms, 7 to 11 are expected to develop into hurricanes, with 3 to 5 potentially becoming major hurricanes of Category 3 or higher. Sea surface temperatures. One of the most important factors affecting hurricane formation is sea surface temperatures. Analyses for 2024 indicate that sea surface temperatures might run above average. This could contribute to increased hurricane activity. While sea surface temperatures in the Atlantic Ocean typically hover around 26.5 degrees Celsius, this year they are expected to rise to 27.5 degrees Celsius. The warming of the sea surface increases the moisture in the atmosphere, which can lead to more intense hurricanes El Niño and La Niña events. Another important factor NOAA considers in its forecasts is the El Niño and La Niña phenomena. A strong El Niño is expected to develop in 2024. El Niño generally tends to reduce hurricane activity in the Atlantic. It influences hurricane formation through factors like atmospheric wind shear. Wind shear can hinder hurricane development, but this year's warm sea surface temperatures might neutralize El Niño's mitigating effect on hurricanes. Long-term climate models and statistics. NOAA also uses historical data and current climate models in their predictions. For example, the record-breaking 2020 hurricane season ended with 30 named storms, highlighting why NOAA emphasizes caution and preparedness in their 2024 forecasts. Similarly, the intense 2021 hurricane season saw 21 named storms and 7 hurricanes. Advanced technology and research. Advanced modeling techniques and satellite technologies are employed to enhance the accuracy of hurricane forecasts. Satellite data allows for monitoring sea surface temperatures, wind speeds, and atmospheric pressure systems. Additionally, unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs, and sensors on the ocean surface gather detailed information about ocean conditions. This data enables more precise predictions about hurricane formation and development. Economic and social impacts. The impacts of hurricanes are not limited to their meteorological aspects. They also have significant economic and social dimensions. Hurricane Harvey in 2017, for example, caused approximately $125 billion in damages in Houston, Texas alone. Similarly, Hurricane Katrina in 2005 led to massive destruction in New Orleans and surrounding areas, resulting in about 1,800 deaths. Such events underscore the importance of hurricane forecasts and early warning systems. Early warning and preparation. Early warning and preparation systems are crucial for people living in coastal areas. These systems should be closely monitored by local governments and emergency response teams. Measures such as strengthening homes, preparing emergency evacuation plans, and raising public awareness are critical to reducing the impacts of potential hurricane disasters. In conclusion, NOAA's predictions indicate that the 2024 hurricane season is likely to be very active. These forecasts are based on factors like rising sea surface temperatures and the effects of El Niño. Time will tell how this season unfolds, but being prepared is always the best course of action. With the help of scientific research and technological advancements, hurricane forecasts are becoming more accurate, allowing us to take life-saving measures. Wishing everyone a safe season. La Niña and the record warm waters in the Atlantic for the 2024 hurricane season can have significant implications, and the scientific mechanisms behind them are quite fascinating. La Niña is characterized by the cooling of surface waters in the western Pacific Ocean off South America. These cooler waters can alter wind patterns, affecting tropical atmospheric circulation. Winds can push warm surface waters into the Atlantic, thus encouraging hurricane formation. On the other hand, the impact of record warm waters in the Atlantic is more direct and pronounced. Warm water serves as an energy source for hurricanes, and its warming leads to increased moisture accumulation in the atmosphere. This, in turn, facilitates the formation and intensification of hurricanes. Additionally, warm water allows hurricanes to remain strong for longer periods, leading to more intense rainfall and storms. Scientists predict that the convergence of these two factors could make the 2024 Atlantic hurricane season more active than usual. However, the accuracy and reliability of hurricanes are attentive to meteorological warnings. Scientific research and early warning systems enhance their resilience to such natural disasters. These predictions are based on complex scientific analyses and involve the interaction of various factors. Climate scientists consider variables such as sea surface temperatures, wind patterns, atmospheric pressure systems, and ocean currents when making these predictions. For instance, high sea surface temperatures promote increased evaporation of water vapor into the atmosphere, thereby encouraging the formation of storms. Researchers also take into account data from past hurricane seasons when determining the likely intensity of the upcoming season. If similar sea surface temperatures and wind patterns have been observed in previous years, it could indicate that the upcoming season may be intense. Additionally, scientists use computer models to simulate possible scenarios for future hurricane seasons. These models help predict the possible levels of hurricane activity by taking into account variable climate conditions and different scenarios. However, it's important to consider the uncertainties in these models and remember that predictions are not absolute. All these analyses and predictions are crucial to ensure that communities are prepared and vigilant against the potential impacts of the hurricane season. Early warning systems, emergency preparedness plans, public awareness, as well as structural measures and safe infrastructure in coastal areas play critical roles in minimizing the effects of hurricanes. In conclusion, predictions about the intensity of the 2024 hurricane season are based on scientific data and involve the interaction of various factors. These predictions are important to ensure that communities are prepared and cautious against the hurricane risk. With the help of science and technology, managing the hurricane risk and minimizing its impacts is possible. Yes, indeed, it's quite a frightening situation. Major hurricanes, those reaching at least Category 3 and having extremely destructive effects, are a serious concern. Category 3 is a classification in the Saffir-Simpson hurricane wind scale, and hurricanes falling into this category have winds of 111 miles per hour, 179 kilometers per hour, or higher. Category 3 or higher, hurricanes often result in significant damage and loss of life. These storms can devastate structures, topple trees, down power lines, and exacerbate coastal flooding. Additionally, the rainfall they bring, combined with high winds, can increase the risk of flooding and flash floods. The formation of major hurricanes is typically a consequence of favorable atmospheric conditions such as very warm sea surface temperatures and low wind shear. These conditions can lead to rapid intensification of hurricanes, posing a significant threat. The forecast for 4 to 7 major hurricanes this season poses a serious risk to people and properties in coastal areas. Therefore, it's crucial for the public to be prepared for such storms and heed reliable meteorological warnings. Preparedness of relevant authorities and rescue teams is also of critical importance. In conclusion, the potential impacts of major hurricanes are quite serious, emphasizing the importance of coastal residents being vigilant against such natural disasters. Through the aid of science and technology, hurricane predictions and warning systems can be enhanced, increasing communities' resilience to these disasters and minimizing loss of life and property damage. It's important to consider the potential impacts of this intense hurricane season. With 7 hurricanes and 3 major hurricanes forecasted, coastal areas could face significant damages and dangers. Major hurricanes, in particular, can have devastating effects, bringing along hazards such as powerful winds, heavy rainfall, high waves, and storm surges. Hurricanes can damage infrastructure, homes, and businesses, cause power outages, and lead to flooding. Communities in both coastal and inland areas should be vigilant against the potential impacts of the hurricane season. The risk of flooding and flash floods can also increase in inland areas due to the heavy rainfall brought by hurricanes. However, the presence of early warning systems and emergency preparedness plans enables communities to better prepare. Yes, it's definitely a frightening situation. Major hurricanes, those reaching at classification on the Saffir-Simpson hurricane scale, and hurricanes falling into this category have winds of 111 miles per hour, 179 kilometers per hour, or higher. Category 3 or higher, hurricanes can often cause severe damage and loss of life. They can destroy structures, uproot trees, knock out power lines, and increase coastal flooding. Additionally, the heavy rainfall they bring along with high winds can raise the risk of flooding and storm surges. The formation of major hurricanes is often a result of favorable atmospheric conditions such as very warm sea surface temperatures and low wind shear. These conditions can lead to rapid intensification of hurricanes and pose a significant threat. The projected formation of 4 to 7 major hurricanes this season could pose a serious risk to people and properties in coastal areas. Therefore, it's important for the public to be prepared for such storms and to heed reliable meteorological warnings. It's also crucial for relevant authorities and rescue teams to be prepared. In conclusion, the potential impacts of major hurricanes are quite serious, and it's important for those living in coastal areas to be cautious of such natural disasters. With the help of science and technology, hurricane forecasts and warning systems can be improved, enhancing community resilience and minimizing loss of life and property damage. Recently, anything interesting happened in your life? Maybe you picked up a new hobby, read an intriguing book, or discovered a new place. Do you have any vacation plans? Would you like to share an interesting moment or experience?